society where land was in short supply. Ownership of land was a mark of status as well as a source of wealth. For Indian people, land is homeland. You are rooted to it by generations of living on the land. Your identity is tied up in it. It's not a commodity to be bought and sold.
Massasoit had not felt pressured to sell land for the first 20 years of Plymouth's existence, and his first commitments to cede territory had seemed harmless. But just as the English became more aggressively acquisitive, Massasoit found himself in a weak bargaining position. The beaver population was badly depleted, collapsing the trade on which his relationship with the Pilgrims had been built, and the English no longer needed Massasoit's help in expanding their commercial reach. So he was forced to bend to his allies' desire to have his land. The chief got what he could for the Wampanoag Land. He sold one parcel for 10 fathom of beads and a coat. As time went on, he asked for more. Hatchets, hoes, knives, iron kettles, moose skins, matchlock muskets, yards of cotton, and pounds of English coin.
There are several incidents where Massasoit's clearly disgruntled with the way things are changing. For instance, he agrees to sell some of his land to some of the settlers down in Rhode Island, and they pay him for it, and he says this is nowhere near enough, and he gives it back. And they refuse to take it. They refuse to take the gifts, the payment back, and they say, you can't return this, and this is a done deal. This land is now ours.
Were in a race to establish empire in the Americas, jockeying for territory with the French, the Spanish, the Swedish, the Dutch.
They're very expansive, and they don't expand incrementally. They're aware that the Connecticut River is a major conduit of trade. The Dutch are already on the lower end of the river, and so clearly they want to control the Connecticut River from its midsection.
With the influx of English people in the 1630s, Puritan New England ceases to be weak and vulnerable and now becomes a power in the region. As they look further west, they see another major power. The English identify the Pequot as an obstacle to their expansion.
In the spring of 1637, Massasoit received word that a force led by Massachusetts Bay and Plymouth colonies had destroyed the Pequot, the most powerful Indian confederacy in the area. In the final battle, English soldiers, to the horror of their Indian allies, had burned an undefended village, killing hundreds.
The Pequot War established in Indian minds the potential savagery of the English. The idea of 700 people, men, women, and children, perishing in the burning of a fort was incomprehensible to Indians. It was a cautionary tale that Massasoit did not forget.
Soon after the destruction of the Pequot, Massasoit traveled to Massachusetts Bay Colony to deliver to its governor, John Winthrop, a gift of 16 beaver skins, and to restate his long-standing friendship with the colonists, all in hopes that they would continue to honor the promise of shared security the English had made in that first long-ago treaty.